Hey, what's up with you guys? So I just wanted to do a quick little video because I didn't get to it yesterday. But I definitely want to talk about this Edgar Berlanga situation. So if you guys don't know, he's out of his contract with Top Rank. Um I might say why, I don't know. I wasn't really given the green light to say why, but I mean, we got some boxers who apparently know the reason why that he's no longer with Top Rank. But yeah, so they said both sides. I think it was his manager put out a statement. Berlanga manager put out a statement saying no, it was a mutual decision. I guess the business wasn't right for both sides, and yeah, it just didn't work out. And he also was coming off a suspension where who's the guy he last fought? I forgot who Berlanga last fought, but he bit him if I'm not mistaken, and he got suspended for like 6 months. That just ended in December, so he's free to fight now. But yeah, so we got two guys that are on his heels. We have Jesse Hart, who I've definitely seen some talks about getting that fight, and we also have Steven Nelson, another guy who I've seen some chat about possibly getting that fight as far as back as like 2 years ago. So, you know, these guys. First, Jesse Hart set the tone. He came at Berlanga on Twitter and said, "The reason why Berlanga is no longer with Top Rank is because he's ducking me. He want big money. He wants big money to fight. Pretty much essentially." Low level competition. I'll say D level, C level competition, and Top Rank wasn't willing to give him that, right? And then you have Steven Nelson, who's just saying, I just want to fight, bro. Like I didn't necessarily see Steven Nelson say anything about the money, but Jesse Hart was one who definitely commented on the money and said he just wants money to fight tomato cans. But when it comes to me, he's just not trying to take that fight because the money they'll give him to fight me isn't anything outlandish, right? Now I'll say this though, I know somebody who's I'm not gonna say close, particularly close to the situation, but has some knowledge of the situation, and they told me it was definitely a financial issue with Berlanga and Top Rank. Sometimes you just think your worth is more than you think you're more than what somebody's offering you, and he felt that way, and the money didn't make sense, I guess. I'm assuming Berlanga, because I don't think Top Rank would just give up somebody who's selling out even the small garden. I think he could possibly get to the big garden and sell that out depending on the competition and how he progresses in his career, right? But a guy who's I'm looking at it from Top Rank perspective. This guy has started his career like 14 straight. What was it, like 14 straight first round knockouts or something crazy? And then in his last four fights, he hasn't gotten a single knockout at all. So it's looking like, all right, Top Rank's probably like, all right, we got to slow it down a little bit. We need him to progress a little bit more. We need him to progress a little bit more before we really start, overhyping him too much as he probably once was. And that situation for Berlanga, he's probably looking at it like, I don't care about what you guys are saying. I need this money. If I had to guess, I'm on some pocket watcher shit. If I had to guess, he probably wants like 800K to like a minimum to like an M minimum for per fight. And Top Rank isn't going. I don't think Top Rank's into overpaying guys. And for what they're projecting, I think they think that's probably an over projection. So um, it's not. It doesn't look like it's gonna happen. But we do have Berlanger and Steven Nelson talking shit to each other. He kind of he went at Jesse Hart, but he didn't. He kept it brief with him. Steven Nelson, he seems like he really wants to smoke with him, and Steven Nelson said, "Let's bring this to BLK Prime, and we'll see how this plays out." But Berlanga seemed like he really wants to smoke with Steven Nelson, so he posted on his story. You guys go to his Instagram, check it out. But I think that's a good fight, man. Steven Nelson got a little bit of crack. He hasn't fought anybody, just like both guys haven't fought any I guess dangerous opponents yet. But this is a good fight. They both got some power. Steven Nelson's 18-0, 15 knockouts. Even his last fight that he just fought on his Terrence Crawford undercard, he went up to 175. He got a knockout there in the first round. So, This should be a good clash of styles, man. Both guys are probably gonna want to come forward. Steven Nelson, I don't know, he might respect that Berlanga power. Berlanga might respect him and box a little bit more. So we'll see how that plays out. But I would definitely love the fight. I would even mind Berlanga and Jesse Hart, to be honest with you. So I'll see how it plays out. But with that being said, I'm out of here, man. Let me know what you guys think. Peace.